This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, May 16th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. The Indianapolis 500 is the largest single-day sporting event in the world, and hundreds of thousands of fans can create lots of trash. This year, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is revving up its sustainability efforts. For the first time, all glass from liquor and beer bottles at the track's bars are being sent to Knauf Insulation in Shelbyville, which uses the glass in its insulation manufacturing process. Logan Waddle leads the sustainability program for Penske Entertainment.
This facility was built back in 1909 with the spirit of automotive innovation and technology in mind, and now we're continuing that tradition and that spirit in the terms of sustainability, trying to find new ways to keep our waste out of landfill, reduce our energy, and reduce our emission.
IMS is also expanding its composting efforts by using bamboo cutlery and paper products. The Indianapolis-based Crossroads of America Council's century-old camp in western Indiana now has new owners. Camp Kreitenstein, a 175-acre facility northwest of Poland, Indiana, was recently purchased by scouting advocates Joe and Randy Keys in partnership with a newly formed organization, the Friends of Camp Kreitenstein. Terms of the sale were not immediately available. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita issued a letter Thursday accusing the University of Notre Dame of potentially violating discrimination laws as well as jeopardizing its nonprofit status. Rokita's letter alleges that Notre Dame's 2023 strategic framework and public materials suggest discriminatory practices, including differential treatment based on race or ethnicity. Rokita asked Notre Dame to respond by June 9th. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get ready for full throttle coverage as we shift into high gear for Business at the Brickyard, presented by LiUNA with support from the City of Westfield and Daniel's Family Vineyard and Winery. We're giving you the inside track on the powerful connection between motorsports and the Indiana economy. Join us at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and the stories that drive the business of motorsports. So buckle up and join us for Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard coverage all month long.
Popular Pennsylvania-based convenience store chain Wawa opened its first Indiana location in Daleville Thursday. During a special grand opening preview, Chief Real Estate Officer John Poplawski said it's important for the company to plant its flag in communities along the interstates.
I think it's also important to bring our brand and spread it out so that a lot of folks get to experience it. We'll eventually be in Indiana, Indianapolis proper, but we think the small towns are really so much more important to be near where folks work, live, play, go to work, go to church, that their Wawa will be close by and convenient to them. People like to say, well, you're a coffee shop, and we do sell a ton of coffee. People like to say, well, you're like a quick serve restaurant or a McDonald's. Well, we do serve burgers, and we sell amazing built-to-order hoagies. But we're all of those things. But really what we are is we are great associates giving great service to their friends and neighbors and making everybody's day just a little bit better.
The Daleville store is just the first of many planned for Indiana. Wawa will open a store in Noblesville next week and Clarksville the week after that. Poplawski said Wawa wants to open 8 to 12 stores a year in Indiana for each of the next 5 years, making for close to 60 stores by 2030. The Indiana Chamber has tapped Jason Hester to serve as its new Chief Economic Development Officer. Hester comes to Indianapolis after serving as president of the Greater Columbus Economic Development Corporation in Bartholomew County. In his new role, the Chamber said Hester will lead the Indy Partnership, the Chamber's regional development arm. In December, the Indy Partnership announced it was expanding to Bartholomew County through an agreement with the Greater Columbus EDC. Former Governor Mitch Daniels is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Get ready for full throttle coverage as we shift into high gear for Business at the Brickyard, presented by LiUNA with support from the City of Westfield and Daniel's Family Vineyard and Winery. We're giving you the inside track on the powerful connection between motorsports and the Indiana economy. Join us at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and the stories that drive the business of motorsports. So buckle up and join us for Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard coverage all month long.